Welcome to Tales of the Vale, part fucking 3. Right, there's a few heads on here today. The dog's going mental. I'm trying to get away from that racket, you know what I mean? So, just thought I'd do a bit of a catch-up video with what's been going on the last couple of weeks since I did a transmission. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad one really. So, finally happened, didn't it, yeah? Got myself back into work, doing what I do best. Chasing long tails, sanctioned murder, drinking everyone's cups of fucking teas. No, that last bit wasn't true, because no one ever makes sure brewing Oldham, because he wouldn't give a fucking door a bang too tight. And if any Oldham mates are watching this, that doesn't mean you. It's Limeside actually. Anyway, so applied for a few jobs, 2 interviews, one was to the council, which I quite fancied. It's just residential, none of these big ass factories and shit, you know what I mean? And one was for a company in the northeast. Now I travelled all the way up to Durham for this job interview. I had a video called interview and the job seemed pretty alright. But there's a lot of fibs going about, because when I finally got to Durham on the train and they laid out the contract for me, it was fuck all like what was sold to me in the video call. So I'm 100 odd miles away from home thinking, what the fuck is this, man? I was supposed to stay there for the night in a hotel, do some training and what have you. So every instinct in my body was like, get the fuck out of here, dog. I was on this industrial estate, yeah? In the middle of fucking nowhere. It was a big A road, Manc industrial estate over there, and sat in this office with these other 2 applicants. One was a young lad, early mid-20s, one was about 30, big lad. He'd done a fucking course online, what the fuck, and he'd done 2 years in pest control. And then you had me, 16 years under my belt, level 3, like the fucking big daddy sat at the table, and I just waited for my opportunity to fucking go. Now, I said I'm going for a cig, and I took my little suitcase with me, my little pack-along suitcase, little pull-along, and I got the fuck out of there. So then, I had to think, right, how do I get home? Because they paid me a train ticket one way, because I was going to be driving the van back. Never quite fucking panned out that way, so I'm like, right, go on, mate.
Thank you.
Got a mountain bike enthusiast here, people. So I'm go flex Google Maps on the nearest train station. It's about 2 miles away. So I found it. Hayington, the oldest train station in the fucking Western world, man. The oldest train station, and I was there, sat on it, thinking of all the history and all the conversations that were said on that platform when they saw the first fucking choo-choo, you know what I mean? So, anyway, gets a train to Darlington, cost me about 4 quid. I only had like 52 quid in the bank. Then I get to the main train station to get me home. And I was fucking starving, I had a packet of peanuts all day, because no butty shops open in Staley Bridge. And the ticket was 49 quid. I'm like, fucking hell, can't exactly walk it home, can I? You know, it's like walking back from Ashton Baths to fucking Openshaw, is it? So I had to bite the bullet and get a train home. And it never even dropped me in Staley Bridge. It dropped me in fucking Victoria. Anyway, my trusty fucking lieutenant, Captain Chopslap, picked me up. Oh, look at this, man. It's just like it's a sea of violet. Oh, look at that, it's amazing. That has just proper took my breath. Look at that. Wild. It's all wild, man. Like pansies or something, I think. Pansies. Anyway, so yeah, I got home. The guy with the job was like, well, hey, Doug, what are you doing? I went, it's not for me, this, mate. And I was too polite to say, I think you sold me a bit of a fucking white elephant here, mate. You know what I mean? Which he did. And obviously thought, when I get up there, I'm going to be so fucking tired and so fucking like desperate that, well, I'll just take the job so I can get home in the van. Not happening, mate. I would have walked home if I had to. quite resourceful. I can catch fish and hunt animals and all that shit, if need be, rather not. So anyway, yeah, I did take the job. Fast forward a couple of weeks, my mate Kelly works in recruitment, and she sent me a link to a job, and the fucking money was miles better than the other 2 jobs I went for. So I just applied for it, put all my qualifications in, I clipped my CV to it and thought, not going to earn out. Fucking did hear something, because he rang me much pretty right away. Had a good phone call with him, really nice guy. And he's like, do you want to come in on Monday so we can talk to you proper? But yeah, I'd love that, yeah. Let's do it then, yeah. Get us up there. Had a great interview. Told me what his firm's all about, what they're doing, what they're trying to do. Big environmental firm. Pest control's just like a division of it. They do like house clearances and deep cleaning and all that fucking gubbins. So yeah. Great interview. Got back home. Just in time for fucking homes under the hammer, you know what I mean? And then next day, right, Doug, come across really well, quite an experienced guy, great personality, great knowledge. Do you want the job? Fucking hell, I nearly leapt out my seat. I might have the best of years, you know what I mean? With all that going on with the ex and all that shit, running off with a geezer. So yeah, I'll take it. And you know, when the last time I worked, I did a couple of weeks for Pest to Kill, working with a great lad called Paul Harper. He's a lovely guy. We got on brilliant. He's a fisherman like me, and really like Paul, but I just didn't like the fucking job. Basically, it's parking up near fucking Hume and walking all the way to spinning fields on foot with a bag, foot technician, just walking all day, going into hotels and fucking fancy apartments and all that shit. And I just found it a little bit like, I'm not ready to come back in pest control yet. I did a long time in it, you know what I mean? So I decided to bow out of that one and not bother. And 2 years later, you know, find myself homeless, fucking skint. Missy's gone fucking rogue, gone AWOL. I'm thinking I need to get a job that's decent, because obviously all the rents have risen now. All the rents are well up. Everything's fucking well up, innit? And what they're paying will allow me to stretch and afford a property and be alright, and actually get to lie in a fucking bath. I've had his showers, and I fucking hate showers, they're so shit. Especially when he's on a day's graft, you know what I mean? And laying me on fucking bed, which is in storage. I'm sofa bound at the moment, which is not fun. I'm quite a tall lad, and the sofa doesn't fucking fit me, but I'm grateful for it, because it's better than being outside, innit? So that's the plan anyway, people. I'm just going to save up for the deposit, out of the chance of an house for a good friend of mine, and see what happens. But this week I have been mostly talking about, this week I want to discuss the phenomena, another fucking phenomena, yeah, because there's quite a few knocking about, isn't there? The phenomena of online dating. Online dating. What a fucking minefield. You know, I wasn't going to bother, because you hear a lot of horror stories, you know. It's just like a job centre, innit, for fucking cranks, a lot of it. What a perfect place to put myself. So I went on a dating app, and quite a lot of women did try and match with me, but they look like someone that should be my fucking nan. And these women were the same age as me, or a bit younger. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck have you been doing in your life to get to that sort of condition? You know what I mean? But then a girl matched with me, and she was absolutely knockout. 37 going on 38. Really beautiful, smart as a fucking pin. Good job. Exactly the same musical taste as me. Exactly the same political leanings as me. And one of the bands, she's a musician as well, she plays the cello. She's absolutely knockout. And we matched. We fucking matched on there, and she messaged me, and she, one of the bands that she's into that was on her profile was the Chameleons. And of course, 11 years ago, I did a stint with the Chameleons and played in Europe with them. So when she found this out, she was like, oh, you're taking the piss, you wasn't. So I sent her a couple of links to YouTube when we were playing in Barcelona and Madrid, etc. And she was like fucking bowled away. She's like, I can't believe it. You were in one of my absolute favourite bands. And then she started sending me pictures of all the vinyl. I'm like, yeah, I played that. And it was looking fucking great. You know, loads in common. Someone walking past with dogs here. Just let him go past you. How do? So anyway, yeah, so she's telling me more and more about herself. Lives in Bury. Absolutely beautiful girl. Dead smart. She's got the Fred Perrys on. She's cool as fuck. Her eldest son's autistic. So is mine. So many parallels, you know. And it was looking great. We matched on Saturday. And she rang me Saturday. And I was on the phone from about 9:10 at night till about 1:30 in the morning. This was like a 5-hour marathon fucking conversation. I'm like, oh, me. I've never spoke for that period of time non-stop in all my fucking life. Dingley Deli, look at this. Woo. So yeah, it was going great. And then she rang me on Sunday. I was rehearsing with my band. And then we spoke for over 4 hours. So I'm thinking, man, this is a bit intense, but it was great. And obviously, you know, she was interested in what I do. I showed her all the stuff I do, like drum restoration and, you know, pictures of me kids. And it absolutely looks, I thought, fucking hell, I've hit the jackpot here. She's absolutely mint. She's a nurse. She's got her head screwed on. Good job. Fucking got her head together. So then we gets into the week, don't we? And she's working shifts. She works really long shifts, 13 hours. You'd be drained after 13 hours, wouldn't you? On your feet in a ward. I took that into consideration. I'm not going to be pushy. I'm not going to mive her. Just little things like, how's your day been, love? She'd had a particularly bad day. It was all tearful and shit. Sorted her out, you know. It'll be alright. And the communication, we had a date set up for today. Today, yeah, we're having a date. I'm going to put my shades on because I can. So we had a date lined up for tonight. One magpie. Just a coffee date, you know, nothing daft. Because imagine it, you go for a dinner with a bird and you don't really like each other. And you're both going to be sat there like fucking eating in silence. It'd be awkward. Because that's what can happen, can't it? You can get on great in chat. But we actually rang each other and all that. So it wasn't just like typey shit. So yeah, Saturday was penciled in today for a coffee date. So I'm proper excited, mate, because obviously I've been in the same relationship for 6 years with a fucking lunatic. And to talk to a normal woman who had the same taste as me and the same outlook as me and the same humour as me was just, it's like an old world that I just dipped into that I forgot all about, you know what I mean? And it was looking fucking great, really good. But then, as we're edging closer to Saturday, things started to dip off a bit. The communication was shit. I'll give you a ring in a bit. I'm just with my mum. Didn't get a phone call. Just message good night politely. Less and less. So, last night, she was with her mum at the Christie yesterday in radiotherapy, which is traumatic because I've seen Alison go through that. And I know what it does to you. I know what's involved. So I was tactful, respectful, and I waited till about 12:10 at night. And I got a bit pissed off because I thought, do you know, I actually text about between 15 and 25 seconds to send a quick text to someone, just to say, I'm a bit knackered, I'll give you a buzz tomorrow, I need to get my head down, something like that, or something. Fuck all. So I did see my arse actually. I saw my arse, and I said, look, I know you've got a lot going on, yeah? I understand that. You've told me everything, and I'm totally empathetic to it. I said, but I've been sat here for 5 hours, waiting to hear from you, because you said you were going to call me, yeah? And you haven't. I said, so if I'm not worth 15 seconds of your time, you're not worth fucking any of mine, right? You're not. You're just not. I said, so if you're not interested, which is the impression I'm getting and you're showing me, just fucking block me. And she fucking did. My perfect fucking woman blocked me. boom, like that. Absolutely dumbfounded, you know, how you can create a connection with someone over a period of like 6-7 days and find someone who's perfectly aligned with you in loads of ways, that they can just casually discard you like a fucking toffee wrapper. Right, you've upset me now. And all I was asking for was a bit of basic respect, you know what I mean? You know, she might have had a tough day with the man, but I was rooting for her and I was thinking about her. I said, you know, you all right? You can talk to me about it. I know all about this stuff. I've been through it myself with my son's mum. I'm a guy that knows what we've... It's like when she was talking about her son being autistic and having problems getting him into a college because of his condition. And I empathise with that because I know all about that. Because my son's in college now and he's got autism. So you're talking to someone that knows about it. Sometimes you talk to people that don't have autistic kids, they haven't got a fucking clue. They can just nod and go, yeah, I get that. They don't. They're just being nice. There's nothing wrong with that. Because if you've not lived it, you don't understand it, do you? You've got to live it to fucking know it, haven't you? I look a bit cool here, don't I? Look at me here, check me. So anyway, yeah, blocked. Fucking blocked. So I thought, how rude. How rude that I have invested so much of my time all week talking to you, building a rapport, only to be fucking snuffed out like a fucking fly with a fucking paper towel, a newspaper or something. And I got a bit pissed off, but I didn't get angry, because I'm always quite comical. Even when I'm pissed off, I'll put a bit of a fucking comical bent on things just to keep it light, you know what I mean? That's the style that I fucking adopt, you know. So I messaged her on my work phone and said, what the fuck's going on here? You know, what's happening? And she replied back with, you told me to block you. I said, yeah, do you always do as you're fucking told? Because I don't. And then she blocked me again. So that, people, was probably my first and last foray into fucking online dating. And I was talking to our Mark before, my nephew, Macca from the fucking Dark Side Congo crew. Uncle Darksniff. And he's had a lot of this going on. He's 37 now. He's been on the apps and he said, Doug, this is absolutely right across the board, mate. This is fucking what happens now with women. And basically what it is, the scales aren't balanced on dating sites, yeah? The women and the men. And a woman who people would call a 4 or a 5 out of 10 has got absolutely hundreds of men in her inbox, yeah? You swipe fucking left or right, whatever side they go. I can't remember. And this empowers them to think that they're actually a fucking 10. So then they have it in their mindset, I'm a fucking 10, look at all these guys here queuing up. And they have something called choice paralysis, where they've got that many to choose from. They can't choose. So basically, my Mark was telling me that he'd be chatting to girls all week and they'd be video calling and all that. Yeah, getting on great, having a good laugh. There's a Medi, looking as murky as my fucking love life. And you'd be doing really fucking well with them, getting on great, you know. And then on the night of the date, they just get fucking ghosted, gone, ping, evaporated. Which is fucking bizarre, isn't it? So I think a lot of women who are on dating sites are actually addicted to the thrill of the chase and the attention. They want the attention, they want all the lead up to it, which is the thrill, but they don't want the fucking date, because the date means commitment and the date means effort, doesn't it? So he was telling me a few other things. He was saying like, you know, got on great with this girl, proper matched me, and we had a date and she was 50 minutes fucking late for the date, and then she spent the entirety of the date in a restaurant with her fucking face in her phone, and then made her excuses like a dog had had a stroke and she needed to get home, something like that. Which is fucking insane, man. So this is where we're at now, men and women in the 21st century. Women are the fucking bosses. Well, women have always been the bosses, haven't they, in the big end game. But it's a mad one, because I'll be honest with you now, I've been on dating sites years ago, 7-8 years ago, when I first got divorced and shit, and I met some proper fucking cranks. I met one girl, she was a beautiful Indian girl, and she saw my occupation. She asked me if I fancied shooting her with a gun. She did. I went, no, I'm not doing that, it'll damage you. And she went, well, can't you do it from further away? I went, no, I'm not shooting you, what the fuck? And that was her kink, she liked pain. Last boyfriend she had, she begged him to knock fuck out of her, and he did. But then she took it to the next level and said, can you bring 3 of your mates on? Can they all give me a gubbing? And he did it. But she was dead ashamed of it, because she obviously, she's in quite a prestigious Indian family. When my dad found out, she'd get disowned, cast out for being a bit unusual, you know what I mean? And there was another bird who I dated. She was a driving instructor. Redhead, really nice girl. And fuck me, man, she was dark. She was fucking dark, I swear to God. She made Darth Vader look like fucking Larry Grayson. And she was going on about all this stuff, about voyeurism and all this shit, and having someone else in the room while you fucking throwing her about. And I'm like, hey? What, like someone watching? No, love. Not out the window. So anyway, yeah, these dating sites are just a fucking... They're a job centre for the fucking criminally insane, aren't they? But as I say, this bird, I matched her. She was fucking perfect, man. She knew everything that I knew. And I knew stuff that she knew. And it was like, fucking hell, I've hit the jackpot here. I've had 3 women match with me. 2 of them look like fucking Bella Renberg. And then this little gorgeous little creature. It was a musician as well. And she had a massive record collection. And she was proper passionate about fucking, socialism and stuff. I'm like, fucking hell, thank you, God. Thank you, baby Jesus. And it was looking so good. And I was genuinely so excited because, I've had my confidence rocked a bit. I'm having to sit down a minute with all this shit going on with the ex running off with that fucking maniac. And only for this to happen. Fucking crackers, innit? So yesterday, I'm going round Moss Side, I'm round Whitefield, I'm round Stockport, Duckingfield and Hyde. And I'm out of a cigarette all day. And I was dying for a fag. I'd run out of tobacco. And it was a stressful day because I was calling to a load of places, people weren't in. A lot of the problems that people did had were fucking pretty hardcore, fucking rats in their house and stuff. And I was aching, fucking gagging for a smoke. But I only had a couple of quid left for my date, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get paid now for fucking ages from me being a new boy and that. So I saved the money, thinking of going on a coffee date. I've got to be able to get at least 2 or 3 fucking brews. You know what I mean? So I didn't smoke all day, which made me fucking murderous. I'm like, be alright, dog, on the date tonight, it's going to be fine. You're going to meet this girl, going to hit it off, start of a new chapter, you know what I mean? If I checked out of my relationship ages ago, it just got a bit fucking crazy, didn't it? So anyway, I didn't have a cig. I didn't have a cig on the premise that I was going to be on a date. It never fucking happened. And instead, I've been sat fucking chortling over a cappuccino now with a rather attractive lady from Bury. I'm actually on the fucking Vale, telling you all about it. So yeah, that was a bit of a foolish foray into a very fucking murky world that I am most unfamiliar with. So that's me and Facebook dating out of the fucking window, mate. She deleted the profile as well. And I'm like most people, me. If someone doesn't like me, right, and takes umbrage with me, I think the least thing someone can do is actually fucking tell you why. Why? What have I done? Tell me when I'm going wrong. I'll work on it. Let's see if we can meet in the middle, yeah? But there is no why. You just get ghosted and you're left with this massive big fucking neon fucking question mark following you about. Going like, what have I done? What did I say? And you start checking back and you can, no, I didn't say nothing out of order. Nothing wrong, nothing sexist, nothing misogynistic, nothing fucking unacceptable. You start to question yourself, start looking inwardly, don't you? Like, but it isn't you. This is just a phenomenon of online dating where women can tap into all the attention that they're getting, get what they need for their ego, and then just fucking flirt it. It's like using a battery up in a fucking implement and then the battery's dead, you fuck it off and put another one in. and you're raring to go again for another few fucking weeks. And that's what it's like. People are just basically used and discarded for their own gratification. And I think that is absolutely fucking shocking. I mean, I'm old-fashioned, I'm 54, you know what I mean? And I grew up in a time where if you wanted to meet women, you meet them in the pub, or you'd be clubbing in Manchester and you'd meet a girl, you know, and it was far more organic, wasn't it, really? Boy meets girl, exchange numbers, and it wasn't a mobile number, it was your fucking house phone, because mobiles didn't exist then. And that was it. There's none of this fucking deception with these filters and shit. Because filters as well, you know, these women. Oh, guess where I am? Guess where I am here? I'm at the fucking dead end again. I've got to go through the hole. I don't think I'm down for that, you know. I don't think I'm down for that. Something's bound to drop out of my pocket in it, and that fucking hole's got smaller. That's gone from Ronnie Corbett level to like fucking Hobbit level. Let's do it, fuck it. Ah, yeah. You made it, you made it. Fucking wild man of the woods. So anyway, yeah. That's how we used to meet women back in the day. Meet our partners, meet our girlfriends. Au naturel. You're meeting a person at a bar and having a drink with them, and you're laughing and chatting and making people laugh, and they're making you laugh. And you're right there, aren't you? You're in front of the person. You can see what it look like. There's no fucking filter on to give you a six-pack or cheekbones like fucking Sophia Loren. None of that. There's no deception. And that's what's prevalent now in today's society, is deception. Deception is fucking everywhere. No accountability, is there? So anyway, yeah, getting back to what I was saying. Fucking Himalayan balsam. Nuisance. See if I can pop a few seeds. I think he's ready yet. Not Himalayan balsam, that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know why she just fucking evaporated like that and disappeared. I've not got a clue. And I'm one of these. I love mysteries, me. I like me science fiction shit. I like me mysteries of the world. Me UFOs and me fucking Loch Ness Monster. And me Yeti. But this mystery is fucking absolutely... It's twanging at me. I want to know why I just got absolutely just fucking basically blackballed. Why? What happened? What went on? And it's like I say, she blocked me on absolutely everything. So I'm never going to get my answer. I suppose the moral of this tale is that there's just some things in life that you're never going to get to the bottom of. You're just not. You know, people do strange things and they don't feel really like they've got any obligation to tell you why. You know, which is sad really, because I think we would have got on brilliant. You know, we would have got on brilliant, and I don't think she's going to find another geezer with as many fucking parallels as her, similarities, anywhere else. It was fucking weird. It's like she was like the female version of me, but obviously better looking. And that's it now, guys. I'm never going to know. Unless she unblocks me and says, oh, this happened and that happened and whatever bollocks. I mean, it's just going to remain a fucking bigger mystery than anything else. Couldn't think about that. So yeah, I'm mooching round the Vale now, getting my steps in. This is where the rabbits kick about this. Because it's done me head in, I've got to be honest with you now, because obviously a little bit delicate after all that shit with the ex. And I think, you know, it's been about 6 weeks, hasn't it? Maybe 2 months, 7 weeks since she did a fucking flit. Maybe it's too soon, but you know, just for about 5-6 days I had a little bit of hope there that there was someone like me. It's got a crack on, haven't you? So I'm back in work Monday, doing my training on Monday, all these fucking modules on a laptop, answering stupid questions about stupid subjects that I've got nothing to do with pest control. And then I'm back on the round in the afternoon, and I'll do it. I'll just get my head busy in that and avoid women for a bit, unless she comes back for me and gives me a proper explanation And that's fucked, isn't it? Gorgeous out here, look at this. Just a wildness. Look. This is what you need when your head's a little bit fucked, you know what I mean? Your head's a bit cabbaged. A little bit of this. A lot of people should remember this, you know, when they're feeling a bit fed up and they're cooped up in the gaffs. Just get out. Get out. Get among something fucking green. Get out of your little place. That's a foxhole. That's a foxhole. Bless it. So yeah, that's my little transmission for the day done. And hopefully that's some fucking better news next time I speak to you. I'm like the harbinger of doom, aren't I? You know, you're going to Club 2 and buy me a fucking scythe or what? Complete the look. Oh dear. Need to stop smoking those PG tips. Not beneficial. Right, I'm going to bail now. Back on the railway line. Heading back to fucking Skid Row. See you later. Love you all.